On a Friday afternoon in Mendon, the second JV meeting of the year between the Grace Baptist Centurions and the BCA Eagles. This BCA JV team, nothing too official, hasn't played very many games. They've won all three of the ones they have. One of them a few weeks ago, neutral site. The footage for that game, unfortunately, was erased, but Elijah Santos, who's in as number 3, unsurprisingly in again as he played unbelievable that day. Grace Baptist wins the opening tip-off. Here's 34, defended by the Bengal, getting it over to 10. Now 35, Santos on it, and the Bengal picks off that pass. He's driving up into the paint. Back to Morgan in the corner, puts up a 3, and it's off the rim. 34 rebounds it. Now down to 14, defended by Ben Faraz. And he tried to step into the paint, he traveled. BCA ball, 27 seconds into this one. And Justin Morgan will take it past half court. Over to his left, Elijah Santos, 14 on him. Takes it again. Now Morgan. Grace Baptist playing good defense. Oh, he bobbled. He had a good chance to shoot there, but he lost time with that bobble. Now 35. Swats out, steals, drives up, and he missed the layup. Ben Faraz with a good jumping rebound, and it's BCA ball. Just under a minute into this one. Here's Pepka. 3. Got it! Eagles on the board first. Just about a minute in. It's 3-0. They are 3 from Johnny Pepka. Here's 10, with the man in the minute on him. It's over to 14, who puts up a 3, but it doesn't go through. Now here's Justin Morgan. Pump fakes, gets it over to Pepka. Defended by 34. Here's Nabengwa. Corner, 3. Got it! A farm with Nabengwa from downtown. It's 6-0 BCA. Here's 10. Santos on him. 35. There's 10 in the corner. 35 instead of Lux for 34. Now 10 has it. Faraz and Santos near him. Here's 34. Drives up, floats one up, and puts it through. Grace Baptist are on the board. 6-2. Now Justin Morgan. 35 and 10 await him. 6 minutes in the quarter. Here's Morgan with a 3. Missed to his right. And Faraz comes down with it. Foul's called. Elijah Santos comes out of the game, and Tommy Gallo comes in, and he'll receive this ball on the side near half court. Now here's Morgan, 5:50 in the quarter. Pump fakes, gets it over the Pepka. Here's Nabengwa, corner, 3, off the rim. And Tommy Gallo got there quick enough. It looked like that was surely Grace Baptist ball. Now here's the Bengal out to Pepka. Interestingly, no Lucas Costello-Bronco in this game. He's focused entirely on varsity this game. I find the way Nabengwa misses the shot. And it stays 6-2. Here's 14. Out to 10. Gallo in the era. Here's 14 from the corner. Drives up, and the foul was called. It looked like he had traveled, but none called, and foul instead. And 34 were unbounded. Out to 14, who couldn't handle the pass, and it goes out of bounds, and it's BCA ball. I'm trying to remember what 14's name was. I remember recording him in a different sport. Dan Moraes calls a timeout. 5:17 in the quarter, 6-2 BCA. Timeout comes to a close. No roster changes, or there is one. Justin Morgan comes out and Elijah Santos comes in. 6-2 BCA. We are 2 minutes and 43 seconds into this one, and the Eagles will get the ball. Here's Faraz. He'll most likely be the captain until Morgan's back in. Here's Johnny Pepko puts it through, and it's 8-2. Now 10, defended by Santos, looking, getting it over the 14. 14 drifts back a bit. Santos on him, gets it to his left to 20, who puts up a 3. It goes off the rim, and Faraz comes out on top against 14 for the rebound. Here's Gallo, corner. They cover him quickly. Now the Bengal gets it back to Gallo in the corner, who's pushed out of bounds by number 10. Gold 10. So they wear gold for both home and away games, the JV team. That's interesting. And bad pass stolen by 10. And he missed the shot. Volleyed in the air by 20. Grace Baptist have a sustainable possession. 34 misses a shot, ends up in the hands of Pepka, so nothing comes out of the missed pass. Here's Santos. Over the Faraz, drifts to his right. Tommy Gala out to Nabengwa. Here's Pepka. Missed the shot. Volleys out to Pepka, deflecting to him. We are about halfway through the first quarter. 4:06 remain. Here's Pepka. Gallo's wide open. Got a shot. Missed the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Grace Baptist ball, down by 6. Here's 10 now. Defended by Gallo. I sure wish I could see. Here's 34. Back out of 20 in the corner. Now 10. Puts it up and it doesn't go through. A little scrambled. Somehow 35 still ends up with it. Now to 34. He's airballed again. Here's Faraz. Out to Santos. So Costello still played a little bit of a role even without starting in this game. That ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be Grace Baptist ball. Ten will take it. Past half court. 3:18 remain in the quarter. Here's 35 from the corner. Airballed it, and it's Eagle ball. Here's 34. Justin Morgan preparing to come back into this game. We'll see who subs out. Here's Gallo. Nabengwa in the corner. Defended by 34. He drives up, loses the ball. Number 10 has his second steal of the game. He has a breakaway, and he has 2 points. 8-4 BCA. 2:48 in the first quarter. Tighter than the last matchup so far. Here's Santos, who was called Steph Curry in that game. He single-handedly made it a ball at the end. Here's 10 again. He's got it. Another layup for number 10. He has all 6. Grace Baptist points. It's 8-6. Now for us, out to Gallo. I think they got to bring Justin Morgan in soon. Oh, here's Santos wide open. 14 gets to him quickly. Now for us, out to Nabengwa. Floater goes through. Insurance points in the first quarter. It's 10-6. Here's 14 at the 35. Corner. Don't know if he was touching the line. Doesn't matter anyway. He missed it. Here's 34 now. Back out to 14. 3. And bounces up. Doesn't go through. And they're going to say it's white ball. Gonna be honest, that surely hit Faraz last. Morgan and Santos switch out again, as they did right after that timeout a few minutes ago. Ref goes over the top to the BCA bench. Don't know what that's about. It's Eagle ball. They'll give it to Justin Morgan. Leading by 4. 1:45 remain in the first quarter. Here's Gallo. Bounce pass to Bengal. Out to Faraz. They get all 4 points back. It's 12-6. Here's 20. Looking. Getting it over to 34. Now at the 14. Puts up a 3. It goes in and out. 10 rebounds. He's blocked. Oh, somehow he stayed in bounds there. Good. Great effort by number 10. 1:14 in the game. 23 on the shot clock. A little scramble and ends up BCA ball. Now here's Justin Morgan. Puts up a deep 3. Justin Morgan from way downtown. It's 15-6. Now 10, Pep on him, gives it out to 14. Under 50 seconds now in the first quarter. Here's 25. 35, excuse me. Lets it out of his hands and into the hands of the BCA Eagles. Here's the Bengal. What a pass and what a shot. 17-6 with 30 seconds in the quarter. Now here's 10. Defended well by Gallo. What a shot would that have been had he made it. The Eagles are going to get another possession in the final minute of this quarter. Here's Morgan out to Pepka. 13 seconds. They're going to have to hurry. The ball goes out of bounds. Instead, it seems it will be Grace Baptist who closes out the quarter with the ball. 11 seconds. They'll try to cut it to 8 or 9 points. Trailing by 11 now. 5 seconds. Here's 35. He's going to have to hurry. 14 at the buzzer. Did it come close to making it? 17-6 BCA after a quarter. We are just about ready to enter the second quarter. The first quarter took exactly 11 seconds to record. Now BCA about to exit their huddle, where most people on that bench entered in the first place, except for Braden Murray, who of course is not on this team. It's technically ruled a middle school team today instead of JV. The only difference is no sophomores. Not like there was going to be any anyway. Ben Faraz will take it from around half court, and it'll go back to Justin Morgan, who will take it past half court to begin the second quarter. Out to Faraz. Good pass over to Tommy Gao. Now bounce pass back to Faraz in the paint. He missed the shot. And so ends what would have been a great score. Here's 14-35. Not the greatest pass, but he still came down with it. Here's 10 now. Out to 20. Got it. 3 points for number 20. It's 17-9. Now here's Justin Morgan. Gallo's kind of wide open. Steady. Opts to go up the middle. Not the best decision. 20 intercepted it, but he couldn't put the shot down. His luck ran out after that 3. Now here's Morgan racing up to Nabengwa. The pass went too hard. Little scramble, and it's going to be Grace Baptist ball, I think. No, it's Will of Travel. I think that's on Grace Baptist. It is. BCA ball. And travel on number 35. Has to hurry. That bounce pass goes right past the Eagle team. Now here's 14 putting up a 3. Missed a little too far. Oh, what a save by 20. What a save. Now he's going to shoot. He already made that 3, and now he prevents that ball from going out of bounds. Here's 10 with a 3. Doesn't go through. Oh, they're very aggressive. They've been good rebounding today. Here's 34 with a jump shot. Doesn't go through. And finally, the Grace Baptist possession comes to a close. Here's Morgan, the pep gun, the Bengwa, corner 3. Got it. 20-9 BCA. The Bengals 7 points of the game. He was 10 driving up, no travel called, and that shot goes in and out. Looked like he took a couple steps there, I can't tell. Here's Morgan out to Pepka. Looking, playing around with the defender. Here's Morgan. Now to Bengwa. He's got Gao. Now he's got Justin Morgan with a 3. Doesn't go through. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Grace Baptist ball. Trailing 20-9 with 5 minutes and 56 seconds remaining in the first half. Now 34, getting it over the 10. Defended by Thomas Gallo. Directs traffic. Still defended by Johnny Pepka. 34 sneaking over. Here's 20. Back out to 10. 34 they're gonna get it to 34, guys. 34 still waiting in the corner. Here's 35, out to 10. Contested well. Now 20. Oh, they missed that opportunity with 34 badly. Shot clock at 5. Oh, wasn't going for a second. They're going to run out of time. Shot clock violation is called. They just played around for too long. Way too long. And it seems it's going to be BCA ball. Substitutions. Pepka comes out and Elijah Santos comes back in. Ben Faraz is going to inbound. I thought he was going back to the bench for a second. Should have used context clues there. Here's Santos. Shot doesn't go through. My apologies if I haven't been doing the thing for a little while. You can still kind of see that's picked off by the following Nabengwa. Nabengwa with room to run. Bounce pass back to Faraz now, and that pass is picked off by number 14. Sort of what you see out of rugby. Couple interceptions in the last few seconds. That's a foul. Number 14 is pretty obviously pushed to the ground there. And now he'll take it. Getting it over the 10. Defended by both Santos and Gal. Now Santos spaces out a little bit over the where 0 is. 10 still has it. 25 on the shot clock. Here's 35 with the ball. That pass is picked off. Back the other way to Nabengwa. He's got 2 points. 22-9 BCA. Deep down the 20. Right outside the paint. Now to number 0. 35. Jump shot. Got it. 2 points for Grace Baptist. It's 22-11. They're just like many other teams against BCA this year, just hanging on by a thread in the first half. Here's Morgan with a 3. Justin Morgan. It's a 14-point game. Now 10 stepped over Santos. They're going to call the foul. And following that, Santos comes back out and Thomas Gallo comes back in a 25-11 game. Grace Baptist ball. Here's 10. Up to 20. Could have shot it there. Here's 35 now. Contested well by Morgan, but got past him. It's blocked by Justin Morgan. He is putting on a clinic today. And as I say that, he overthrew Ben Faraz by quite a bit. But that doesn't take away from the fact he is putting on a clinic today. In the second quarter, especially. Here's a really interesting shot by number 10 that ends up back in the hands of the Eagles. Now here's the aforementioned Justin Morgan. Timeout is called by BCA. 3:15 remaining in the half. 25-11 Eagles. Timeout comes to a close. Way up there, they got these little signs that have Rafael Pereira's face on them. Those will probably show a little more if he comes in this game. This is a blurry shot. Goodness. Back out to normal. We're going to go into 2 mode because it's BCA ball. Ben Faraz taking it at half court. 3:15 to go in the half. Here's Justin Morgan. Oh, Pepka's wide open in the corner. Morgan goes for the 3 himself instead, and it doesn't go through. Bounces around. Great play by Nabengwa to get to it. Now back out to Morgan. Now Pepka remained open all the time. Oh, look at Gallo. Nobody even near him. They're going to get it to him. He gets a 3 from the corner. Doesn't hit. But Faraz is there, and he'll settle for 2. Great positioning by Ben Faraz to rebound it off the rim and put 2 points on the board and a 16-point Eagle lead. Here's 0. Why were there 2 guys in the area for the same team? Bad communication, but it doesn't matter. They still have the ball. Here's 20. Twirling around a bit. Back out to 0. Jump shot misses well short. What a play by 14 to keep it in bounds. 0 though, misses the 3. Appreciate the effort from number 14 though. That pass goes out to Gallo. Now back out to Pepka. Morgan now, defended by 10 and 0. Moves to his left. Full pass out to Gallo. Bounce out to Nabengwa. 10 almost picked off that pass to Faraz. 2 minutes remain. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Gallo on the corner. Defended by 35. They gotta hurry. He travels. Pressure got to him and he travels. Grace Baptist catch a break. They'll have the ball down by 16 with 1 minute and 54 seconds to go now. Deep down to 0. Puts up a 3, but it doesn't go through. And the Eagles get it less than 10 seconds later. Here's Morgan with another deep three, but it doesn't go through. Now 10, cuts out a bit, puts it up. Shot it a bit too high, and it remains. They have 2 misses in 20 seconds. Remains a 16-point game. Here's the Bengal driving up into the paint, floating one up, but it doesn't go through. Here's Gao, corner 3, missed too far. Goes out of bounds. Grace Baptist ball with 78 seconds to go. In the first half, they get it out to number 10. 14's in the corner, nobody near him. Ben Frost zoning him out, it seems. Here's 20 to 35. 3-pointer doesn't go through. Jumping rebound by Nabengwa. Just outside, a minute remaining. 59 seconds now. Here's Justin Morgan to Pepka in the corner. Puts up a 3. He's got it. It's a 19-point lead with 50 seconds to go. 30-11. Johnny Pepka hitting his second 3 of the game. Here's 10 stepping back. Down to 34. Volleys to 35. Puts the shot up. Doesn't go through. 10 with a good rebound. Back at the 20. He's got a miss. And that goes off the hands of the Bengal. It's going to stay Grace Baptist ball. Bounce pass out of 10, puts up a 3, missed it well far. No need the rebound, but he does anyway. And so that saves us about 2 seconds of sanity, eh? Oh, Gallo's wide open in the corner. Oh, now he's not in the corner, but he's still wide open. Nobody even near him. The Bengal has it. He's just going to have to wrestle out. Now gets it out to Gallo. Who goes for the pass. 10 seconds remain. Inside it now. Here's Morgan with a 3. He put it in and out. Final shot, they're not even going to attempt one. Blocked by Morgan anyway, and that's the first half. 30-11 BCA. 30-11 BCA, we prepare to enter the second half. Grace Baptist will start with possession. 34 getting over the 10. They haven't made a substitution in at least a quarter. Here's 10 putting one up quickly and putting it through. And so they're on the board first in the second half. Here's Morgan. Lucas Pereira is in. He's in the corner with the ball. His pass to Pepka is broken up and picked off by number 10. Back the other way, shifting over to 34. Now 10 takes it back out to 35. 14, 3, got it. They start off the first 30 seconds of the second half with 5 points. And it's a 14-point game. Just hanging on. Here's Morgan out to Pepka. Bounce pass to Pereira in the corner. Looked like he stepped out of bounds. Nothing called. The jump ball is forced. And it'll stay white ball. By the way, 14, they say Matt is his name. He was the goalkeeper on that team. I remember he made a great diving save. That was the one game I recorded to end the game. It would have been a draw had it gone in. Here's Nabengwa into the paint, putting one up. He wants a foul. Uh-oh. 20 was on the line when he got the ball, and so the Eagles will get right back anyway. From Nabengwa definitely wanted a foul on that one. Something was clearly fishy concerning where the ball ended up going. Here's Santos. Defended well by 35. Well, that should have been a travel. Whatever. There's a travel like every possession. It's like holding in football. You just don't need to call it unless it's really bad. Here's Pepka. Oh, yeah, that was definitely one. Out to Morgan. Now for Santos. Corner 3 goes in and out. Good rebound by Nabengwa. He's got 2 points on the board. Took a minute and 20 seconds for the Eagles to get on the board in the second half. For the last they do with a 16-point lead. Here's 10. With a sea of defenders around him. Shot doesn't go up, but 20 misses too. And it's Eagle ball. Here's Justin Morgan. Defended just by 35. He missed the shot short. We are over 100 seconds in to the second half now. Here's 10 with a 3. Doesn't go. 14 now, back out of 10. Number 10, missed again. Ends up in the hands of Johnny Pepka, lost it. But the Eagles retain possession. Here's Justin Morgan. Here's Pepko with a 3, doesn't go through, it plops right into the hands of number 14 of Grace Baptist. Oh, 34 wasn't looking, but for a second he managed to get his eyes on it. Here's 10, bobbles it a bit, now 20 in the corner with a 3. Air ball. Eagle ball again. It's Justin Morgan. 5 minutes and 35 seconds in the corner. Morgan puts that 3 down. Looked like it was heading well short, but it took a bounce off the front part of the rim. Took another bounce off the back part and went through. That was some shot when number 10 didn't go through, and the Eagles get it right back. Now Justin Morgan will hit the excellent shot, driving up, loses it for a moment. Each team with 5 points in the first 3 minutes of this quarter. Here's the Bengwa, puts it through. 7 unanswered points for BCA in the last 2 minutes. Here's 10, out to 20, 14, corner 3, it goes up but doesn't go through. 35 with a rebound, he misses badly, and it's Eagle ball. Here's Morgan, 4:45 in the quarter, Morgan misses the 3. Bounce pass out to Faraz, Morgan with another try, misses again. Faraz put his best effort, but he deflected in the hands of 10. Now 20 puts a layup through, and Grace Baptist are back on the board for the first time in 3 minutes. Timeout taken. Timeout comes to a close. 4 minutes and 26 seconds remain. Pereira comes out and Thomas Gallo comes in. Here's Justin Morgan. Good pass out to Faraz. Now Pepka with a 3. It doesn't go through. Did I say Kepka? It's Pepka. Here's 34, down the line, into the paint. It's a travel. It's a travel. Ref makes a hand signal. Thought it would be a M1 for a second, then it didn't go through, and then it was called a travel, so no points will come out of that. Here's Morgan, out to Thomas Gow. We're halfway through the third quarter, the ball goes out of bounds. It remains BCA ball. Tommy Gow didn't realize it was swatted out for a second, so he prepared to head on the defense. No worries. Here's Nabengo from the corner, driving up. That's a foul on number 35. Justin Morgan will inbound it. He's got Nabengo. Instead, he's got Faraz, defended by 2 guys. Now Nabengo. Looking, getting it over. It's picked off by number 10 for the second time. Out to 20. They've got 2 points again. 37-20. Here's Morgan. Out to Pepka. Nabengwa. Corner 3. Goes in and out. And Faraz with a great effort, but he can't rebound it. It's 10. Out to 14. Steps back beyond the line. Now out to 20. Floater doesn't go through. 35 rebounds. He misses the layup. And it's Justin Morgan's ball. Getting it over to Ufam in the Bengals. 3 minutes and 10 seconds in the quarter. Floater over the Gallo. Now Faraz falls down. And Grace Baptist is going to get the ball back. It's number 10. His pass is broken up. And after a little struggle, it's a jump ball. They're going to say it remains Grace Baptist ball. A great effort to keep it as it, after it was, surely it was going to be BCA back the other way. They trail by 17, and now they've given the ball right back. Desperate times, but now they're subbing out number 34 for the first time this game, and number 2 comes in. I'm trying to remember if he hit a shot last time. I remember him being in, and I really wanted him to score. We also really want Sean to score. Here's the Bengals corner 3. Goes off the backboard, and Tommy Gow with a great play. Eagles retain possession. Morgan corrals it with one hand. Now here's Gow, defended by 35. Keeps it in bounds. Or does he? Went out of bounds. No rule at gold ball. It was still a great effort by Thomas Gow. Now here's 10. Out to 35, to 2 in the corner, putting up a 3 and missing it short. 20 is there to pick it up, and they'll settle for 2. Now here's Morgan. getting him past 10 and 14. Now here's Pepka back out of Morgan. 2 almost picked that pass off. Morgan's looking, getting it way down to Thomas Gao, who was open. Now he's covered by 35. Nabengwa now keeps it there. 50 in the shot clock. He's blocked by 20. Faraz rebounds it. Now here's Morgan. I think he's going to get a 3. It's 10 seconds on the shot clock. They got to hurry. Justin Morgan. Out to Nabengwa. Floater. Got it. A fun win Nabengwa. Does it again. It's 39-22. Out to 14. Nabengwa playing great defense. Lots of contact. 14 moves to his right. That pass is broken up by Faraz and knocked out of bounds. $35 out to 20. Drives forward and to his left. Oh, he's in a bad off-bounds position. Good decision getting off 10. 19 on the shot clock. 10 shot. No foul call. I think there was a lot of contact there. The jump ball is forced, and now it'll be BCA ball, of course, as Grace Baptist won the last jump ball. Here's 13. Leading by 17. That's Justin Morgan. I said 13. I don't know why. I do that like once a game. Here's Morgan again. Moves to his left a bit. Now out to Gao. Bounce pass to Faraz in the paint. Back out to Gao again. Defended by 10 valiantly. Can't strip the ball out. Still the Eagles have it now. That's going to be a jump ball, and that's going to be Grace Baptist ball this time. Second jump ball in about 30 seconds. Here's 10 getting it over the 2. Now taking it again to get it past half court. Inside a minute in the quarter. Out to 14 in the quarter. 53 seconds now. Back out to 10. Defended by Gao and Pepka. Here's 2. Trying to bully his way past Faraz. Now back out to 10. Number 10 with 15 on the shot clock. Gets it to 20. 20 has 2 points. Put up a short floater. It's a 15-point game with 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Game clock and shot clock about synced up. Here's Pepka. Doesn't go through, and that's it for the shot clock. Now here's Morgan. Out to Thomas Gao. Now Nabengwa from the corner. He's got Morgan out there. Instead, gets it over the Pepka. The pump fakes. It's up, and that's a foul. Shot doesn't go through, but they got 2 shots from the line. 16.2 seconds in the third quarter. Justin Morgan is wondering why he didn't receive a pass there. First shot doesn't go through, and it remains 39-24. Doesn't. Oh, that one almost took a good bounce. Ball goes out of bounds. It's Grace Baptist's ball. So far, barring some kind of fourth quarter miracle. Hold on, I'll wait a second to discuss this because there's 10 seconds left in the quarter. There's 10-14. Corner 3 misses there. Wow, short. That's a jump ball. The Eagles are going to get one final shot with 3.7 seconds left. Yeah, so just like the varsity boys and the girls, this Eagles team is undefeated. And here's Danny De Silva. He was mentioned to have been in a wheelchair earlier today, and he shows up with 2 crutches. Now here's Justin Morgan. One final shot. Almost goes through, and that's the third quarter. Eagles up by 15. We end the fourth quarter. No substitutions made by either team in between quarters. Or was there? Number 0 is in. I forget who came out for him, honestly. Here's 10, out to 14. Now out to 2, moves to his right. And that pass is broken off by Ben Faraz. Rolls on the ground. That's the Eagle ball. Here's Justin Morgan. Out to Nabengwa, drives forward, right outside the paint. Now out to Pepka. Bobbles it for a second, recovers. Johnny Pepka, bounce pass Faraz, paint, got it. Ben Faraz. They've equaled 41 points, and we're at the beginning of the fourth quarter. It's an exciting offense and a good defense too. Look at that. They come up with a steal as I was glazing the team. Here's Morgan with a 3. Got it. It's a 20-point Eagle lead, their biggest of the night. Now here's 10. Defended by 3, guys. He's able to flow one up, but it doesn't go through. Now here's 14. Falls down with it. Oh, somehow no travel was called. That's a travel. Now they call one. A travel came in. Y'all, do y'all know whose cafe this is? I'm just worried it's gonna like fall. Here's Justin Morgan, past half court, 6 minutes and 49 seconds in this game. They lead by 20. Then it almost became 23. Had he made that shot, 34. Back in the game, has the ball. 0 came out for him pretty quickly. Here's 20 with a jump shot, doesn't go through. And we'll scramble for it. 10 has it, floats one up, and it doesn't go through. 32 is also in the game. 14, a much needed break. Oh, Johnny boy. Tom Miguel finally comes out of the game after a long run. And in comes Elijah Santos. I think he's gonna get 3 threes. Here's his first attempt. Doesn't go through. Rebounded by Johnny Pepka. Back out to Morgan, puts up a 3. That one had a weak trajectory to it and it doesn't go through. Here's 34, down the sidelines, or whatever you call it on a basketball court. Here's 10, moving to his left, putting up a shot, doesn't go through. Volleyed in the air twice, and a Farmington Bengal comes down with it, gets it over to Justin Morgan, who steps out of bounds with it. And so it will remain Grace Baptist possession. Out to 34. Steps a bit, no travel called there. They get to 20. 10 now, puts up a 3, goes through. It's a 17-point game. Now here's Justin Morgan. Over to Santos. Come on, shoot it, Elijah. Shoot it, Elijah. He's defended by 10. He's not going to be able to shoot this one. 10 wrestles for it, comes down with it, but falls to the ground. That's a travel, as signaled by a couple fans and by the ref. Justin Morgan comes out and Lucas Pereira comes in. Here's the Bengwa. Inbounding it to Faraz. Now takes again the corner, putting up a 3, and he's got it. It's a 20-point lead again, and a Farmington Bengwa strikes again. Now here's 10, out to 32. His first touch of the game, getting it to 20. The tallest guy in the team. Now here's 2, trying to spin around with it a bit. Puts up a some form by number 2 and ends up in the hands of Lucas Pereira. Now in the Bengwa. 4:57 in the game. He goes by 20. Here's Faraz. That pass doesn't go well. Goes out of bounds. So that'll be Grace Baptist ball. 34 taking it. I'm sure he wants to exit out that door right now. Here's 10. Moves to his right a bit, defended by Pekka. Now to 12 in the corner. His first touch of the game. Here's 35. Drives up to 32. Floater doesn't go through. Ends up back in the hands of number 10, who tries to wrestle his way. There's a foul. It's on the Bengwa. His first foul of the game. And one of the only Eagle fouls. In fact, I think it's the first since the first quarter. Here's 34. Got 2 points. Practically just knocked it up. He held the ball for barely half a second at max before shooting it. It's an 18-point game. Here's Santos. Out to Faraz. Santos, that pass is tipped off and picked off by number 10. His 4th steal of the game. Uh-oh, that one's going back the other way. Some kind of foul. Couldn't quite see exactly what it was, but that is not important in the moment. Now here's Ben Faraz. Final 4 minutes of the game. Here's Santos with a 3. Missed it. Couldn't get there to rebound. And so, it'll be Grace Baptist ball. 3:59 to go. Here's 10. He awaits Santos at half court. Gets past him. Gets past another guy. Gets to the 25 in the corner. Puts it down. 47-31, and we take a miracle, but the game isn't just over yet. Hey gang, Faraz has it, drives in the paint, looked like a travel. Here's Pepka with a three, goes through! Johnny Pepka from downtown. It's 50-31. 35, out to 12. 32 in the corner. Oh yeah. Oh, what is 12 doing there? Getting it over to 10. Trying to work his way past Pepka. Puts up a floater and oh, it goes through. Looked like that one missed to his left. He banked it in. It's green. It's 50-33. 3 minutes to go. Here's Faraz. Out to Santos. Puts up a three. Almost gets through. Oh, what a rebound. Toe tapped by Lucas Pereira, but his pass to Faraz goes off his fingertips, and so a great play by Lucas Pereira amounts to nothing except a little short moment in some sort of yearly recap video if anyone makes one out of my recordings. Here's 10-35 in the corner. Sean's going to come in. Oh yeah, he's ready. Sean Chandler is going to come in the game in the final 2 minutes, just like he has in the previous JV games. Here's Pepka. Missed it. Ends up in the hands of number 34. 34 is going to get it over the 12. Now 10, defended by Pepka. Puts up a three. Doesn't go. Oh, Rafael Pereira is set to come into the game. They have signs for him, and it's going to amount to something in just a moment. They'll probably call a timeout after the next team to score. Or after 2 minutes. After the next possession ends, I should say. Oh, he stepped out of bounds, and they call it. Yes, Sean Chandler and Rafael Pereira come in, and the fans go wild. They hold up their signs, their homemade signs they just made. Out to see their favorite man play great. Here's number 10, defended well by Sean Chandler. I almost called him Bubba Chandler. Here's 10 now. Puts up a three, and it goes through. Banks it in. Oh, they count as a two. Hard to see the lines from here, especially since we switched them to red all those years ago. Oh, they got Rafael open. Here's Nabengwa, loses it. Gets it for a moment, and 10 comes down with it, and he is going to have a breakaway, and he missed the shot. There's a foul. They'll only get 2 shots. What do you think? What do you think Rafael and Sean are going to do in the final minute and 23 seconds?
How am I supposed to?
Peek. Is that Bodie in the corner? That other kid. What country is that jersey for?
I don't know.
I think it's like Senegal or something. I've seen that one. First shot by 10 goes through. It's a 14-point game, so theoretically, this game isn't quite over. How did I say it was Senegal? That's random. I thought I saw them wearing that. That one doesn't go through, and so is it foul territory? I just saw this game die. Here's Nabengwa. Missed the shot. Come on, I want Rafael or Sean, or preferably Rafael and Sean to shoot the ball. Here's 10 to 34 in the corner, driving forward, but missing a shot. The Bengal just saves it for good measure. We're under a minute to give one of the guys his moment. Here's Sean Chandler with it. Oh, yes, he has good ball handling skills. Come on, Rafael, shoot the ball. No. Shot clock at 15. Nabengwa, corner. Out to Johnny Pepka, loses it. This is going to be the final possession. They got to score here if they want to give one of the new guys the moment. That's a jump ball, and that's going to...
White ball.
Yeah, it's white ball. 30 seconds. Can they do it here? Out to Sean Chandler, puts up a three. Missed it far, and that should do it when it comes to shooting. Still good defense by some of the people who might recognize Rafael Pereira for some of the things he did in the soccer season. Here's 35, missing a shot, and that's going to do it. They'll just hold on to the ball for the final 10 seconds. Is a foul in the Bengal. It's another win for the BCA JV team, and I think that varsity team has a great future ahead of them if these guys stay in here. That's it officially. 50 to 36, the final.